So, first of all, I want to thank everybody who stopped by on yesterday's live. It was a difficult one. It was a difficult one to have a discussion about because there is a lot of emotions that we have to respect across the board. This isn't an easy topic for anybody to discuss. It's triggering, it's upsetting, it's sad, but it's not black and white. And I would like to thank those that in the live showed that they did have a difference of opinion, which is fine. And afterwards, it was, we could move forward from it and say, look, we don't have the same opinions, we've got different thoughts on it, but that's just one topic, and we may disagree here, but we will agree here. But I wanted to just expand on last night and just say, look, I'm not saying that, if this all turns out to be as it looks it is, then there is punishment that needs to be served, because that's what the law dictates. That's what should happen. Someone is wronged, someone does something wrong, they're punished in accordance with the law, they go through due process, and that's how it is. That's how chaos is controlled. But what I think is important to understand from Jared's perspective, because there is a different side to it as well, is the impact that his upbringing had and how likely it is that that upbringing led to what happened. And from what I can see, Jared has seemingly been open about his past. He obviously has been quite careful in who he's told and what he's told, but he's done that because he has tried to avoid the law, because the law is going to come down on him. And look, it's going to, and it deserves to. But has he been completely honest to those around him? We hear about how he has said that his team know what had happened, which says that he has an openness to say, look, this is what is in my past. You now have a choice of what to do with the information that you have. The stuff with his family, this has been going on for months and months and months and months and months, so they could have gone to the law a long time ago. They could have gone and spoken. What I'm not trying to do, I'm not trying to say that there's something wrong in the length of time it took, but what I'm saying is they were talking about it all over social media. They were bashing Jared all over social media and making it public knowledge. So why not just go to the law enforcement then? Why not have that dealt with? Why, instead of going on social media and making a huge thing about it on the likes of Facebook and Reddit, not walk into a police station and say something about it? We had the same discussion with Mary over the Donwell situation, and it was like, if you consider someone a monster and a danger to other people, then do you not have a right to say, right, I need to step up and have them removed from an equation that I feel that there is risk involved in? And I know it's a difficult question to ask, but when I see people who, because I know people, by the way, who have suffered abuse, but they kept it hidden from everyone, even their families, for decades and decades, and nobody knew. There'll be, guys and girls who watch this, men and women who have at some point had things happen to them, and they probably never ever told anybody. But to go onto social media platforms to show the information that was showed, you can't then. I don't know. There's something that doesn't sit 100% with me when you can say, well, I can do this, but I can't go down a legal route. But maybe that's just me. But Jared had a Mormon upbringing, and I think that, especially you guys in the US, you know more than most what religion can do to people, what religion has the power to do. How it can turn somebody who is impressionable into a weapon, and a weapon that can cause absolute devastation. You have seen it. You have seen it and felt it firsthand. So I put to you now, what can the upbringing of a child within a religion that has a basis of polygamy, has a basis of incest, where guys can marry multiple females, and there is many situations in Mormonism that have seen the guys marrying daughters, nieces. This is Mormonism. This is what it is. And people don't want to admit to it. They don't, religion is a powerful, powerful tool. And as much as religion can be used to do fantastic and wonderful things and turn people's lives around in the most wonderful way, religion, as aforementioned, can weaponize people. And, children growing up through their young their young ages, to their young teens, to the ages of 16, 17, they are hugely, hugely impressionable on the situation that's around them. What they eat, what they think about other people, how they treat other people, whether they've got manners, no manners, what they think is right, what they think is not right, what they will accept, what they won't accept. All of these things are caused by their upbringing and what they are subjected to by those around them. So if someone is subjected to abuse themselves and they see abuse and it is normalized, and you are led to believe that this is what needs to happen, this is what does happen, this is normal, this is part of who we are, what we are, that's when the white and black situation becomes hugely grey. It's like saying that people shouldn't believe in God. It's black and white, science, religion, science versus religion. Is it that black and white? Because that's what we're saying. We're saying that this is a completely black and white situation and there is nothing in between. Jared was just an evil person, born evil, did this, he is evil, there is no redemption from it. I've seen some of the things that people have said, the comments that have manifested within the comment feeds of some creators who are pushing this as hard as they can. I'm surprised they're not giving away free burning torches and pitchforks, because that's what it's getting like. And, I hope this girl gets justice. I do. And I hope that Jared goes through due process, and I would ask him now, as a decent thing to do, would be to step away from Adventures with Purpose, to do whatever needs to be done from a legal perspective to sever your connection to this fantastic organisation and let them continue to be fantastic without him. Because it's not fair for the brand and the name Adventures with Purpose to be destroyed by something that happened potentially because of a religious upbringing that normalized catastrophic behaviors. I'll read you this before we go. Incest in the Mormon Church, a revealing book that talks about the errors in the Mormon doctrine and the wrongdoings that the leaders have committed despite their holy stature. Incest in the Mormon Church is the creation of published author Kevin Long, a former miner of gold, uranium, and ethanol. Long shares, although polygamy was officially disavowed by the Mormon Church in 1890, it is still being practiced by 25,000 to near 40,000 people, and young women are still being enticed and stolen from their homes. In 2002 in Salt Lake City, prosecutors charged a woman inducing her sister to marry her husband, and police officer Rodney Holm was married to Susie, aged 36, who helped him to acquire her sister, aged 16. The Holmes belonged to the Fundamentalist Church of Jesus Christ of the Latter-day Saints, one of the 6 polygamous splinter group of the Utah and western states. Fundamentalist offshoots of Mormonism teach that a girl's menstruation is old enough for marriage. Officials say girls are being married young as age 11. In keeping with their antiquated standards of propriety, the women of these sects are encouraged to dress in pioneer-style long dresses and ribbons and frills, and to wear uncut to their knees. They do not listen to music or watch television. And this is incest in the Mormon Church. You can see a video of that if you search that on YouTube, by the way. But it happens. It happens. It still happens. It's always happened. And again, this is something that just can't be ignored. Yes, Jared did some bad things and he deserves to go through due process, 100%. But it's not down to YouTube to burn him at the stake and not consider how he got there and what he did to get out of it. I will catch you all in the next one.